Just when I think the comment section can't get any more ridiculous, it reaches new lows. All right, so the latest controversy, and I can't even believe this has become a thing, is Sweetloaf not wearing mittens in our last ski trip. We have been inundated with personal messages, comments, and even multiple threats of turning us into Child Protective Services for abuse. So what happened, if you don't know, is we took the Sweetloaf cross-country skiing. I had her in a backpack with her down suit, and people were very concerned that her hands were exposed. Pretty much every video brings out some sort. Sally comes out for every video, whether it be safety glass Sally or hard hat Sally or whatever. We've all seen in the comments, but I guess what I'm sad that I have to even explain myself to this. It seems as if people wouldn't be happy unless we just stuck her in daycare. She'd be warm there, wouldn't she, with 30 other children and every little virus and disease known to man running around. Here we have our own children that we're trying to take responsibility for. We're educating them ourselves, providing for them ourselves. We're in their lives constantly, but people can't see that. All they can see is the mitten gate. That's what we'll call it. It's mitten gate. So I just want to tell you what's going on. So what you see in these videos, that for example, is there was probably 10 minutes of that trip that made it into the video. It's difficult to, I shot that whole thing with an iPhone. It's difficult to try to ski and handle all those things and capture the video. So what I'll typically do is say, okay, so this is for us. This is our family day out. I like to share as much as I can, so let's take 15, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, film, put together some scenes and have something for the folks to watch, and then we put the camera away and we go. So, I mean, we were out there with her, maybe 30 minutes. We were really pressed on time, and her hands were never cold. Mrs. W, you will not find a finer, more attentive mother than her. I mean, it just doesn't even exist. Must have checked her hands in that 30-minute period a dozen times. Her little snowsuit has kind of a built-in, little built-in mittens on the end, and so she doesn't like to have her hands covered. It really makes her upset. So, we keep her really warm, and so we would cover her hands with the deals, and then she would fuss and not want them. We would open them up and check. If her hands never were cold, that's why we dress her a particular way. If you keep your core warm, even if you're not moving, a down suit like that is very warm, and we checked her hands. She must have checked them every 3 or 4 minutes. So the whole thing is just for nothing, and it just is beyond ludicrous and beyond annoying. So if you find yourself making these comments, before you do that, I guess engage your brain and think, am I seeing the whole picture? And what is the track record here? Am I looking at a couple people that are showing signs of neglect for their children? Before you make such a stupid comment, I expect apologies from everyone who made these. Not concern. If you're voicing concern, I understand that, and we answered in kind. But to come on to attack us and to be so angry, and some of the emails and private messages that I received was just ludicrous. I've never blocked so many people in my life. I don't want anything to do with people like you. I don't want you even watching the videos because you are crazy and completely unreasonable, and I find it offensive that you would even insinuate such a thing. So I guess I had to speak to it because it's continuing to get it's continuing to be a thing. So, all right. So on a lighter note, as you can see, we did get snow. We got probably a good solid 12 inches. I was hoping to get the snowblower out, but we're going to start the remodel hot and heavy come this Monday. We need to get our supplies together. So I'll bring you along today. We'll bring the camera. We've got to go into town. We've got to get the flooring. We've got to get maybe even the shower fixtures. Mrs. W had to pick up a couple things at IKEA and stuff, and so we just basically have a whole town run. Costco, we're going there as well. We're going to take the bed out of the van, and we'll probably come back with a whole load of stuff and have everything for the remodel. I like to have everything in place before I start, and we don't have to stop in the middle of it and lose time. So you can look forward to that. What was I going to ask you? Or it was something else I was going to say. Doesn't matter. We'll pick it up next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.